Hi, I'm WELS President Mark Schrader. Education makes a difference, not just in academic achievement, but also in developing Christian character. A powerful illustration of how education can transform lives is on display at Kingdom Prep, a new WELS area Lutheran high school in Milwaukee.
How are you?
Can't complain. When we got started, it's hard as a new school coming into a space and just saying, okay, make us number one on your list, right?
It started off with 8th grade young men coming to build a high school. And so these 8th grade young men came to Wednesday night founders groups, and they started designing one at a time the mascot, the school day, what we would wear, where we would go on Exploration Thursday trips.
How do we create a space to be able to continue to serve kids from the city? How do we make young men who are ready to be men of the kingdom?
Anybody else got something that they want to say from what Mr. Spruer was talking about when he was last up here? Cam, what you got for me, loud and proud?
We now have about 200 young men, and you now have these originally 8th graders. They're now the seniors who've gotten much bigger, much stronger, much more biblically centered, and they are now raising up the next generation of freshmen who will come in here next and carry on the legacy.
Oh, it's an all-boys school. I was already struggling in middle school because, there's females distracting me. All right, I'm going to an all-guys area. Think of it as a football team, and everything runs smoothly.
And so when we first came up with the idea of an all-boys school, we like brotherhood. We want to be brothers. We want to be a family.
Even with our lunch, we have a family-style lunch where everybody comes to sit down at the table. We have a table captain. You're going to work with your family through the hard times, the good times, the bad times. You're always with your family.
The next line, lazy hands make for what? Poverty. True? Apostle Paul says, carry each other's burdens, and in so by doing, you fulfill the law of Christ, which is obviously to love one another.
The way that we built brotherhood through Christ and God is really important because he's the main building block. He's what we all base ourselves around, and being able to talk to other guys about that is one of the best parts about the school.
I have a group of people that I can talk to about religion, or if I'm struggling, they're always there to talk to me. They'll bring up Bible verses or anything like that.
Or you're on your game all the time, and you keep on missing Bible study because you're on your phone or on your game.
So whatever hurts my brother hurts me. So if my brother needs help with something, I'm going to be there to help him out.
We're only as strong as our weakest link, right? We're here to constantly being able to bend over and pick a brother up, fixing whatever traumas and things that they've experienced within themselves. Counseling is a big piece around here, and how do we allow them to be able to express themselves?
We live in a city where there's a lot of bad influences, and you're not really able to be yourself. You're not able to be vulnerable.
I'll preach the gospel to him, right? But then I'll give him some practical wisdom in here and say, young man.
I was pretty down on the situation I was in, and coming here, it grew my faith with God because as I was in a low place in life, I went to God.
Your personal mission statement should be timeless.
And then the realization of I need my Lord to get me through these tough times, and it helped a lot build my faith.
Number 2, you can find truth for your life by reading God's word.
Because, everybody has stuff going on at home or things in general, and being able to go to a place where you can feel comfortable and be vulnerable, talk to people without being judged.
We're preparing young men for leadership, for trade school, for college, for entrepreneurship, you name it.
I plan on going to culinary school. I plan on going to Northwestern Michigan. They have a really good culinary program.
I want to help out students. I want to help people get the things that I wasn't able to have. I love to just give back to the future generations, basically. So MLC, it's a school for teachers. It'll help me keep my faith while I'm still up there. And 2, I can still play football.
All the things that I've learned, aside from academics, all the life lessons teachers have taught me, all the good values and principles, I'm bringing out all with me as well.
They're starting to recognize what does it mean to live in this kingdom first and foremost. I think it's going to pay off in big ways. I think they're going to be husbands to their wives, fathers to children, community leaders, certainly church congregational leaders.
It's going beyond just getting a diploma. It's beyond just the work that you pour in, but how are you intrinsically a better young man? But to be able to do a work from my heart and to continue to live towards His glory and everything that I do, like, you can't beat it, man. You can't beat it.
Your personal mission statement will help you to maintain your balance.
I would dare say the first and best thing we have going for us is kingdom first, the word first, right? And after that, everything else kind of falls into place.
We're doing this for Christ, and so that's where the kingdom part comes in. We are doing it to serve Christ. So that's what it's all about.
Kingdom Prep is 4 years old, which means the first class of students has become the first class of graduates, heading out into the world to serve the kingdom. And overall enrollment at our WELS Lutheran elementary schools and area high schools is up 10% this year, a tremendous blessing that means thousands of additional children are hearing about Jesus every day.